I have been thinking about existential crap like my entire life. Like, I can't remember a time in my life when, like, the thing that I thought about the most was, it was probably my own deletion. I still do think about it. I don't necessarily, I'm not like thinking about that I'm gonna do it to me, or how it's gonna happen, really. I just like to think about like the whole process of it, and like, think about the body as this complex machine. Like, it's got to like know about, you know what I'm saying? And the way NPCs comes up for me is like, okay, so I've lived with major depressive disorder forever. Like, and I'm 49 now. I started trying to self-delete around the age of like 14. My last try, I was I think 46 or 47. Every time I do it though, I'm always like, I'm never doing that again. And then something. Anyway, there's about 7 times in that span of years, which is a lot of years. About seven or 8 tries, but 3 of them, possibly 4, but definitely 3 of them should have worked for like 3 different times. I mean, these never happen back to back to back, every several years or whatever, maybe once a decade, I don't know. It just made me just think how weird that is. And so in the past year, as I'm thinking about it, I was like, wait, what if they actually did work? What if I did delete? When I had that thought, what immediately came to my mind was, the whole multiverse theory, where, there's so many versions of you making a decision, and there's an infinite, all of that. Because before, when I would think about that, I'm just thinking about just a lot of energy having to be created and then wasted, and that just doesn't sound super universal to me, like all kind of wasting energy. But when I thought about it in terms of, okay, well, a time in 2013 when I did, but maybe immediately I got bumped into a new timeline where I'm still the same me, and the same, with the same memories, and the same thing just fucking happened, but I made it through. And and then that got me thinking, so that makes one of us an NPC. Like, okay, so I did, like, and through all of this, and even, it's not just times when I've tried to self-delete. There's been times, car wrecks, that I don't even, like, what? Why? I don't know how I'm here. Nope. A few of those. Other things, like, but what if every one of those times, right? And then the timeline corridor opens, and, you slip into another one. And then when you go to one of these new timelines, are you going to your base timeline, or are you going to, like, someone in your tribe or your family or whatever? Are you going into one of their base timelines, where then you become an NPC? Because, see, at the end of the day, I really do believe, like, because I like to, I think about, if I were God, would I do that? Okay, so at the end of the day, I do believe that every one of us is playing a single-player game. It appears that it's not, right? But everyone else, it doesn't make sense that just a few are NPCs. It makes more sense that everyone outside of you is an NPC, and you're the main character, right? But that's not to say that, right, that if just because they're an NPC in your base reality, they have their own base reality, and probably you're an NPC in their base reality. You smelling what I'm stepping in? Pretty cool, huh?